All right. We're live once again, bringing a brand new show to you. Without further ado, I'd like to call this BodyNSoul Radio. And my name's Slatter, and I got two special guests with me this evening. I got my co-host Tarren with the T on one end, and I got my man Royce Report live in full effect in the building today. How you feeling out there, man? Can you hear me out there?
It's all good, brother.
All
We're
right.
excited to be in the building tonight.
All right, T, how we doing?
I'm good. Happy to be here.
All right. Let's go ahead and get it started, man. We got to introduce our guest this evening. Ladies first, obviously. T, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the world?
I'm T with the T. I bring the heat.
I know that's right.
I know that, but you gotta like break down why you bring the heat. Who is Tarren?
Pressure. You start bringing it, I see the steam.
It's getting hot.
It's coming off like, yeah. Should I think you need a fan? It's gonna be all right.
I would like to be an actress, model. I write. I want to get to sing just as far as I can, and I just want to push my limits. And when I say bring the heat, I want to live up to what I'm saying. Bring out that heat.
I'm asking for permission to slide in right here. Shameless plug. Why don't you go ahead and check out the Do It All EP, track 3.
Right.
That's the Up All Night right there.
Ooh.
That's her pushing the limits right there. That's Tarren on the chorus, the bridges, ad libs, and all that. I got you. I got you covered.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Girl.
All right. Mr. Royce Report.
Yes, sir.
Well, you got to give him a breakdown, man. What is it that we do?
Oh man, the Royce Report, basically that's my point of view, my perspective on any and everything that we might be talking about. So when I say to you I'm bringing the Royce Report, I'm just bringing my point of view, my perspective, my voice, taking advantage of the platform that's been given here at BodyNSoul. Yeah, I got a little comedy in me. I'm trying to bring all that to the stage.
Absolutely. And because it's only right that we give credit where credit is due, I want to break out the history books real quick. For those that don't know, in the legacy era of things, we used to do a Vibe After Dark on Blog Talk Radio. So we got a little bit of history, man, and I feel like we graduated.
We absolutely graduated.
We definitely graduated.
We absolutely graduated. I mean, look, you see these mics?
Man.
You see this video? These cameras?
Yeah,
you
definitely.
See this staff? Come on, man. That's growth.
Oh, definitely. Quick shout out to Pro Style Studios filming this, man. On the Canon is Jermaine HD. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out to the background, man, getting a little bit of shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets shine where I come from. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
With that being said, I want to go ahead and just dive right into it, man. What brings us here this evening? We got a round table discussion going on right here. We gotta break it down for them.
Hey, man, I think we got to get into some conversation that involves Tarren. I came in the studio this evening,
right?
And she was checking out, basically something on the tube that was dealing with relationships.
Right. You
can never go wrong when you talking about relationships.
Absolutely.
I was curious what Tarren was getting from that. What's going on? Spill that tea. Bring that heat.
As I sip this lemonade, that's not really tea. It's lemonade.
So I was watching this movie called Interludes, and it was basically about 3 women that were incarcerated, but they were showing their stories of why they ended up incarcerated, but they also showed, it's basically really a movie where it shows like multiple relationships.
Right.
Even though those 3 women ended up getting incarcerated because of their relationships, they showed normal relationships too. And it's just pretty much, it's a whole lot of ups and downs and a whole lot of people they taking it too far, basically, with the way that they love, you know what I mean? They're burning people alive, they're killing wives. I mean, it's going down, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just like seeing, the extremes of all those types of relationships. I'm not gonna say necessarily I've been through those kinds of relationships, but I mean, I have a whole life to live, so I don't know what all I'm going to experience, but just watching it, you know what I'm saying, gives me a rush because me wanting to be an actress, I also like to, you know what I mean, get into those types of emotions and see how I can put those emotions out there and practice them and stuff like that. So that's what I get out of it.
That's what's up.
I never thought I would get that much out of a Beeline movie.
Hey man, look, it's you can get so much
Wow.
from everywhere. That's what's so amazing about it. And just listening to Tarren talk about that, right, in a perspective about it made me think of like another question, like
Okay.
what particular character or role kind of got your attention where you said, ooh, that might be challenging to play that role as an actress?
Great question.
You got that heat. Insert.
Nah.
You always pause.
Nah, that was bad.
Well, there was this particular relationship where this wife had a best friend of 20 years, and she was married for 8. And she comes home one day, and he pretty much just tells her, you know, I'm done with you, I want your best friend. And we feel like we can move on from this because we're all adults,
right.
and you know, we can work it out. We can still, you know, all remain the same, but you know, you still allow us to have our relationship. So the fact that he just was kind of like, because he proposed in front of her best friend too, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, I love you so much, you know that I'll be there no matter what. I love you unconditionally. You know I'm not going anywhere. And then she comes home to the whole, you know, flip side of it all. So, I mean, those emotions have to be at an all-time high. I feel like that right there, that's just extremely complex because you have to figure out how am I going to just, you know, go on with my life, act like everything is completely normal when I lost my best friend and my husband, you know, out of all those years. How do I just push on and pretend like, oh, I'm going to be okay? You have no idea what you're going to be okay.
Right. You absolutely can't pretend it again, right?
Right. Like, it's just, it's like.
So where would you
but
go?
You almost have to pretend in order to live. You know what I mean? To keep living, you almost have to. You don't have a choice. When you go to work, no matter what's going on, you can't bring those problems into the workplace. You have to leave them at the door. So that's pretending. You have to fake it till you make it.
Man, I can speak on that. Because being a server at a steakhouse, I got to put on this smile faithfully, bro, and I don't be feeling it. I walk in the doors, I walk through a threshold.
Hey, that's why we here. BodyNSoul right now.
Oh yeah, you know me.
Walk in there.
Nah, fuck
put
filter.
on that.
This ain't Instagram,
You gotta put that
Snapchat,
face
Facebook.
on.
Nah, we live. It's well past 9, bro. We live. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I smile here, I really be feeling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I understand that all in all, just having to take your everyday life and really like put it in this box, put it in your back pocket for 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, whatever you work. To me, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not right from the human perspective. And we got Hot Boy 60 walking in as always.
What up?
As always. Want to say something to the mic, man? Show some love real quick, man. Once again, lack of a filter. He walks in right when I speak on not having filters. This guy.
Oh my God. What?
This guy. Nah, bruh, we on the air live right now. I know a lot of people, especially in my field of work outside of doing this radio thing, which I love to do, believe me, I love doing this. When it comes to being a server, I know so many servers that have to get lifted just to come into work.
Interesting.
Yes, you'd be surprised. Now, some of them are good at being able to. You know it. You know it all too well. And some of them are good at masking it, not so well. And the customers feel something. So that's when I cut the music on and go to a break. We don't get this fake devils going. We'll be right back. All right, BodyNSoul. Recording over there, Mr. HD. All right, we're back live in full effect, live from BodyNSoul Studios. Shout out to Pro Style Studios for putting all this together. We got Hot Boy 60 in the building, just chilling with the E and J. My man. We got Royce Report over here going live on the iPhone. We got Tarren over here trying not to smile. Man, let it go, man. Just let it go. Give it up.
Right.
You ain't gonna
Full
come
of
off
joy.
that. Man, come
Full of
off of
joy.
that. So,
She's got joy.
it's stupid, man. It's stupid. It's crazy. Free jewelry, I feel like we need to get back to the basis of why we do what we do. This thing called independence is key.
Okay.
Okay? You can easily go and pretty much beg and dance on tables for a deal if you want to. No hate, no shit. I say that figuratively and literally. Because I've seen artists, I ain't gonna say no names, they know who they are, dancing on tables in the executive offices trying to get a deal. You no? You
Where they at though? Where they at
I mean,
though?
I'm not, snitches get stitches. I'm not going to say their names. They know who they are. They have to live with the YouTube era of everything you do is recording. So when your children see how you made your money, if you keep any of the money when your children are here, and they see you dancing on tables in front of white folks, excuse me, I have your filter. This is honesty hour. That's like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going for that. I don't need my son seeing me dancing on tables for no money. You might as well be a stripper at Sunset.
Where they at?
King of Diamonds. Magic City.
Don't get
Shaking
on the
ass.
table, bro.
Excuse me.
Don't get on the table.
I'm just saying.
I was curious.
I'm just saying.
Chocolate City.
And you know.
Get him, Tarren. Get him, Tarren.
You know. So my whole thing is this, man. Free jewelry. You do not have to dance for dollars to get the power.
No.
You don't.
You don't.
We have this thing called the internet. And for those that work in places that do not give you the free internet, you have intranet. There are ways. It's called the information age. I'm trying to educate.
Hey man, look, I'm this kind of guy, right? I've always thought that there's always a way to do whatever it is you want to accomplish.
True.
And you can do it above board.
Yeah.
Alright?
Right.
Now, there have been times in this country, and there are some people who are born into certain situations
Yeah.
where their struggle is so real, so different than my background.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a project growing up,
Okay.
in the house, you know what I'm saying? Right across some train tracks from those who were, I guess you could say.
Privileged.
No.
No?
No. I was in a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
We was renting,
Okay.
okay?
Right.
But everything around me for the most part, like, again, right across the train tracks is the PJ.
Mm.
All right? So it's real. So all my friends, all right, that's where they may have lived. I just happened to be fortunate enough that I was living with my grandmother and, we was in a house, but didn't change my experience, okay? The difference between me and them is that the struggle still was different, all right? And in doing that, I can't judge them and say, well, you didn't have to do what you did, because I don't know.
Right.
If there was no food, they might have had to actually steal
To
some food
Right.
to eat,
Right.
all right?
Right.
So, I'm not gonna try to be, self-righteous or whatever.
Judgmental or anything.
Any
like
of that.
Right.
Look, people have a history. You're not always what your history was.
Right.
But when you know where you come from,
When you
and
trying
if
to
you
go.
ain't really about making excuses, look, you can steal if you gotta eat, but you ain't gotta grow up to be a thief.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
And so it's a mindset. Alright? You could have something happen to you in your life.
Yeah.
Don't mean, you gotta give in to that attack, whatever that might have been.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
my mind is a lot of places, I'm thinking a lot of thoughts. I'm trying to help a lot of folks right now. I'm trying to bring it in, be concise if you will, but
Absolutely.
you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do, and you can do it above board. You ain't got to dance on the table.
No.
Look, you ain't got to be a corner boy. Like, I've been in situations in life,
Yeah.
in my homes.
Right.
Alright, so like I'm telling some history, right?
Go ahead.
I've been wanting to get out for a minute to some folks because they don't really know what I was exposed to as a
Yeah.
young person growing up.
Yeah.
And that's not shade to my parents,
No.
right?
It is what it is.
But my parents are real people who got real stories and real backgrounds, and it's not real different, if you will, from
Yeah.
others.
Right.
So I wanted to actually demonstrate, but I done do cocaine
Yeah.
off the dressing.
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah.
I could have made a connect and grew up in that lifestyle,
Right.
and you wouldn't have known otherwise
Right.
because of my demeanor and how I carry myself.
The mentality.
But I made a choice not to.
Yeah.
That's just my choice.
Yeah.
Probably because of my dreams.
True.
I wanted to be an athlete, professional athlete. Like, it's crazy what influenced me came out of nowhere. It was ridiculous sitting down watching TV as pretty much the only child in the house. Like I said, living with my grandmother, man, and I saw that, you know, this is drugs, this is your brain on drugs.
Right.
Alright, that don't sound good if I want to be an NBA baller, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's
That's
like,
simple.
hey, this is in the 70s, man.
Mhm.
This is in the 70s, and I'm looking up to Dr. J, Julius Erving. Like, that was my idol growing up.
Feel it.
Hey, it is what it is. So, through life, was I always on the straight and narrow? No. No. Did you always know it? No. You wasn't supposed to. It's not your business.
Right.
It's my life, not your life. Mine, yours. You know what I'm saying? Get you one.
Right.
You know, so whatever you got to do to get your life, then by all means do that.
Yeah.
But always be trying to get to your higher level, your higher self. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta always give in to just what your flesh is feeling in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound real churchy, but I get it. Like, yo, we go through some stuff, and you know, the mind be on react mode, respond mode. I ain't really thinking. If you say something, I'm coming for that. You know what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other times, I might be able to hit that pause button and be like, I'm gonna reel it in. You get a pass to that. Why? Because I'm trying to improve self. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't trying to be preaching to everybody. But,
touch-
you know, there's some
touch
folks
on-
out there, they know me in that lane.
Yeah.
So, you know, I gotta do me, and that's the latest Royce report on that.
I always feel like there's two type of people in this world: people that make excuses and people that make it happen.
Yeah.
Just to keep it simple, cut and dry, no in betweens. Either you're gonna be the type of person that sits there and make 50 million reasons why you can't better yourself today. It's cool. Do you over there? But over here, we make it happen.
Right.
That's what we stick to. We may stumble sometimes. We may even fall a couple times. I can admit to that. We all can. We all have our ups and downs. Money comes and goes. Let's speak on that. But at the end of the day, you gotta keep going.
Yeah, because
You don't stop.
I've been inside of crack houses. I had to sleep in front of crack houses, waiting for my daddy to come out and all that. And I mean, I could have became a crackhead, truly. But I mean, it's not me at all. Like,
Right.
I saw that for years, and it never really once crossed my mind to take a crack.
Yeah.
I saw a whole bunch of people get out of it.
Right.
But that, my mind did not shift over to that way. Like,
Right.
oh, you know what, I should be a crackhead because it just seems like it's the easiest thing to do right now. You know what I'm saying? This was going on around me so much, why not?
Right.
I didn't think like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can fast forward to today. I got me. Like, are we doing campfire stories now? Is my table?
No, you ain't got to.
No, we all got it. Mine, more or less, mine was always, I was always on the money aspect of it. You know, I can't come back around everybody who's trying to sell something, trying to flip something. You know what I'm saying? For me, out of all my friends, I'm pretty much the only one that went to college. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was just looking up to me and everything. You know, it's you get the pressure. You know, just like you were speaking on pressure earlier with T. You get the pressure of feeling like everybody's looking up to you and trying to hold you up to this standard. You know, you gotta realize like I struggle too. You know what I'm saying? You might try to make a couple of sales here and there, but at the end of the day, you know that you know there's only two ways out of it. Especially in a saturated market, everybody trying to sell some weed. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really selling nothing heavy these days. It ain't the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it like that, but you know, it ain't the same. So for me, it was always looking at it like, okay, I know I got enough smarts to take that hustle that I had and make something positive out of it, and not have to end up always looking over my shoulder for those reasons. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their reasons for feeling like they got to keep looking over their shoulders and always be aware you're surrounded. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
make wiser decisions. You don't have to worry about your back as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And people,
Just
Here's something else that kind of like jumps out at me, right? That I'm thinking about. We couldn't do those things, even though they were in front of us.
True.
Because, your DNA code, your destiny GPS
Wasn't built for that.
said, you going somewhere else.
Mhm.
You got something else to do. And you listen to it. I mean, look, because we know how GPS work. You can punch in a destination all
Right.
day. And when, Siri is talking or whoever it is, the voice on there,
Yeah.
if you don't want to listen, you can bang that right. I know she
Don't
said,
take the wrong exit.
look, she said take a left. He's like, no, I'm banging the right. I know a shortcut. You feel me? So, I mean, like,
Right.
that's,
You don't have to follow that.
come on, man.
Right.
So you gotta be willing to yield and submit yourself to your destiny, your true calling and purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? The same way, you get into anything else.
Yeah.
It all works the same, man. A lot of this stuff is really simple. It's not that complicated, but so much going on, you might think it's complicated.
Right.
You're hearing so much, you're seeing so much. Talking to somebody about tuner and frequency, right?
Yeah.
Like we're sitting in front of microphones. Now we were all talking at the same time. I mean, at the exact same time, at the exact same levels, communicating three different thoughts, train of thought. The listener would be struggling to try to figure out, one, whose voice do I want to key in on,
True.
and then how do I comprehend exactly what he or she is saying.
Have a hard time translating that.
Come on, man. You can't comprehend it. You can't hear it. You can't follow the instructions or hear what the message is.
Right.
Because it's too much going on at the exact same time. So for my quote-unquote believers out there, my churchgoers,
Don't get me started on that.
no, I'm not shooting arrows at them. Okay? I'm trying to help, right? What I'm saying is, it's too much happening
Right.
in all of our
For
lives.
them to focus on one.
It's to focus on anybody other
one
than
person.
self.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's all about inner peace. And I'm probably saying it wrong, so if you hear this, Russ, my apologies for not quoting you verbatim.
It's all love on
But the
brush.
point that I'm trying to make is there's more to our lives. We have more substance than just where we live, what we drive, how much money we got, because we're born and bred in the struggle.
Right.
So we actually know what it is to be survivors and deal with a life of not having anything. So if I get wealthy and I fall back to not having anything, my pride might be hurt, but it's not foreign to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, our issue is wealth. When we come into like finances that we've never had before, we've never managed, now we have no clue what to do with it.
Right.
That's why we blow it. That's why it's wasted.
Right.
So I feel what you're saying in terms of the conversation, what people are rapping about. So I think pick up that pen, Miss Tarren. Tell us what's on your mind in your songs. Give us that heart through your art. Ours.
I mean, I like writing about everything. I actually, I would like make a song that I feel like is pop, or make a song I feel like is country. Like I would make songs that would go, I would even write from like a gospel song. Like I write all those kind of songs because, I don't know, I would get into character, act like a guy rapping. Like I've been doing this since I was younger, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's dope.
I mean, really, you know what I'm saying? I write about anything.
That's dope.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't really have limits. I just
Absolutely.
You got a piece. You got a little something.
Actually, we do got something for. We're actually already ready for. We're actually gonna go ahead and give them a Body and Soul premiere.
Ooh.
Yes. Up all night. With Tarren.
World
Yes.
premiere.
Exactly. This ain't MTV or BET. It's Body and Soul, and it's all indie.
You gotta find your channel. You gotta find your tuner
Right.
and hear what's being said to you, and then do what you told to do, instead of trying to tell somebody else what to do. You feel me? Too many people trying to tell everybody else what to do,
Absolutely.
but then when it comes to self, then it's like, I know, but they said this to me,
So
or
they
but they
teach us
did
not
that
to
to me.
students,
You know,
right.
coming like with 1,000 reasons and excuses why they can't hear what's being
Crickets.
said to them.
Crickets. Crickets.
You know, again, get you a life. Get your life,
Man,
handle that.
right? It's supposed to be, in my mind, and this is my perspective, it's supposed to be a hospital. You're supposed to go there to feel like you're healing. It's supposed to be a healing process. Either started there, nurtured there, or finished there, in my mind. That's just my opinion. But I feel like the environment is more of a, we want to destroy you and try to rebuild you in our image, and not in your own image.
Who get that? Somebody need to get that.
That's just my take, and yes, this is still recording, so yes, this is they got that. I'll make sure my engineers get that and clip that, because I want it to be heard. I want everybody to identify with self, love yourself enough to maintain your image no matter what den you walk into, no matter what type of line you have to face in your everyday life and everyday struggle. Lock in on that. You are cut from a special cloth. Remember
Yeah,
that?
because some churches have limits and they want you to be cookie cutter. They don't want you to. The reason you're there sometimes is because a lot of the times your life you feel is out of control. So that means you're not doing the right thing already. So if you're coming to church so you
For
can
guidance.
figure out how exactly, and instead they judge you for it instead of helping you along the way.
Sounds like a GPS.
Hey,
Does it kind of remind you of a GPS?
hey,
Rerouting as soon as you walk in there. No service, no signal. You know nothing.
Run the studio.
You're done.
Run the studio with your hands up. You got something?
You want to say something?
Man,
Boy,
look,
step to the
can
mic, brother.
you feel me? Am I on the earth right now?
Come on,
Get
man.
on it right there, bro. Right
Yes,
here,
sir.
bro. Get on the mic, bro.
God damn it. Church is a drug, my nigga.
Get into the mic. Get into the mic.
Church is a drug, my nigga. You spend your money on it. You go to church and they tell you it's for God. It's not for God. It's for the pastor to roll them 24s, them 26s, them 28s. None of my business, you feel me? 'Cause I still ain't got a whip. But it's just whatever you spend your money on. People go to church because they fucked up. You feel me? People go to church because my rent due and you feel me? My check was short, or goddamn it, won't know if my boyfriend coming home. So they do a whole bunch. Everybody go to church for their own reason.
True.
But at the end of the day, it's all dope to me. Some people get high off of cigarettes, some people get high off weed, some people get high off of believing that what the pastor is saying is what they're going through.
And you know what else? Because when people go to church, hello, they're in a vulnerable state. So that it basically,
Right.
it makes it easy to brainwash them. Because like you said, it's a drug.
Yeah.
So it's easy to feed them that drug because.
Explain the logic to me of being down on your rent. I'm gonna get right to you, Mr. Royce, because I know where you're going with it. Explain to me how, if you're down on your rent, you going to the church to ask for help, and then they take the offering and pass it around. So wait, don't you lose more of your rent?
Somebody I know got
Right.
evicted because of putting so much in the church.
Mm-hmm. You paying your tithes instead of your rent.
Exactly.
Explain that to me.
Don't get me wrong.
Explain that.
Don't get me wrong. I go to church, but at the same time, I'm not finna. If I got $20 in my pocket, and then I go to church on Sunday, but I know my kids need something to eat, and you want 10%. You want 10%. God didn't say, give me 10% of everything. The
Right.
Bible say, give me 10% of everything.
And the Bible keeps being rewritten.
It keeps getting
This
this is man-made. This is I don't want to
See, I'm
say.
not the only one that feels
I don't
this
want to say it's a scam, but it's a business.
way. It is a business.
It's a
It's a
business.
tax write-off.
Church
Keep
is
it real.
Look,
I'm dropping the jewels on the table, and
That's
I
all
want
I'm
you
gonna
to
say.
pick it up. If you don't, that means you still ain't realized what
It's a
you're walking
goddamn
into
business.
every Sunday.
It's a
I'm gonna just
business.
leave that there.
Well, I was supposed to just move on next thing.
let me jump in here on a little something. Like, okay, it's a lot that's going on. A lot was just said.
Right.
In terms of, we gonna say we was venting real quick.
Real quick.
The frustrations.
Uh-huh.
All right. And after Jill Scott, we gonna be right back.
Yeah, we need to say.
Body is so, yo.
Body and soul.
I'm living like it's golden, baby.